Are you feeling stuck right now? Do you believe there's more to your life, but you're trying to move forwards, but you feel stagnant, almost like a hamster on a wheel? Have you tried everything under the sun? It just does not seem to be working out, and as a result, you feel low? If so, this video is for you. Cindy sent over this question, and that's why I decided to actually create this video for you. So firstly, let me show you the clip from Cindy.
Hi Tim, Cindy Curran here. Quick question. What does a person do when they are feeling stuck in life? No matter what they do, no matter how much they know about spiritual principles, they can't seem to elevate themselves into the next level. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to ask you a question, and thank you for your videos. Have a great one.
Just want to say, Cindy, thank you so much for sending over the question. And inside it, if you'd like to send me a question as well, I'm going to chuck a link above me right now, as well as a link in the description box below. Send us over the question. Be sure to hashtag #AskSuccessInsider. That way we know the fact that you're going to be featured on our show. And we're going to be picking the best questions every single week, and you'll have the chance to be featured on our show. Without further ado, Cindy, in order for somebody to feel unstuck in life, this is what I recommend. I would recommend 3 steps to doing that. Okay, so inside, if you're watching this and you really want to get unstuck as well, be sure to take plenty of notes. The first thing I would recommend is a process I recommend quite a lot. It's called the pattern interrupt. You see, right now, when you're feeling stuck, the last thing you want to be is in your old routine, because it's your current routine that's bringing you the results that you're getting. You'll never change your life until you change the things you do daily. It's simple as that. And so what you got to do is you got to get yourself to a vantage point where you can really observe your patterns. Only way you can do that is by getting yourself out of the old routine. You know, one of the ways, for example, is to do something differently on the weekend. If currently you're working a 9-to-5 job, do something differently in your free time. Or if you're an entrepreneur right now, I want you to maybe take a trip away and just have time to think. Where are you going? What have you been doing? How productive has it been? Has it been serving the community? Have you been serving your family? Because at the end of the day, this journey, I truly believe, is not about you. It's about whether or not you can really contribute and make a difference. That's what drives me every single day. And whenever I step back, I'm asking myself these questions. Have I been really serving? Have I really been helping others? And if I find like I haven't, I know that the fact that I've got to change something. And so one of the things I want you to firstly realize is if you do feel stuck in life, it's actually a great thing. Because you see, feeling stuck means you are wanting to grow. There's a great quote I always like to say on the Success Inside the show: strongest trees don't grow in the best soil. They grow in the strongest winds. And so whenever life is wanting to grow you, it will come up with these emotions like feeling stuck, because it knows the fact that you are trying to get to that next level. And so really, really just embrace that. And you got to pattern interrupt that. You got to do something differently. That way you get to the vantage point and you're able to really see what is going on in your life. It's almost like, for example, if you are here, I'm not the best at drawing, by the way. So imagine you are here and you're trying to solve your own problems down here at this level. Well, actually, as Einstein says, you cannot solve a problem from the same level of thinking it was used to create it. And so where you're trying to get to is here, the vantage point that you can see what's going on. And sometimes that's why it helps to have a coach, because a coach comes from without the bias that you've got to your behavior right now. Because sometimes it's hard to get to a vantage point. And even if you do get to a vantage point, it's much easier to have a coach or a mentor that's guiding you. And that's why all the successful people, they have coaches by their side. In fact, every single month, we give away 10 free coaching slots. If you do want a chance to have free coaching from a Success Insider verified coach, I'll chuck a link above me right now. And we can basically get you assigned to a coach. It's an application-only basis. But if you're serious and you're wanting to change, we're most likely to pick you. So be sure to get involved. And so that's why I recommend a coach. You got to basically have somebody who's coming from a vantage point, or you got to pattern interrupt your current behavior so you can really see what's going on. So that's the first point. It's a pattern interrupt. Now, the second thing I would say is to embrace. You see, I truly believe life will never serve us a card that we truly don't deserve. You know, life consists of polar opposites. The up and the down, the masculine and the feminine, the north and the south. And so what you got to realize is whatever you're going through right now, it too shall pass. So if you embrace it and realize this is the area of growth, like I was mentioning earlier, this is how you're going to grow into the stronger tree. And when you fully embrace it, I believe you can find the gift within that. Because knowing the fact that life consists of polar opposites, what if you made your bad times your best times? Well, then your life will be totally pleasurable. Because I believe there's a message to every lesson we go through. And you know, the reality is you don't grow when you're sitting on the beach sipping your margarita. You grow when you're tested. You grow when the storms of life come in. You know, I'm sure you have been through storms in your life. That's tested you. I certainly have. And when I look back at that, all I'm thinking is, thank goodness I went through that. Otherwise, I won't be here. When, for example, you know, my real father left us when I was age 2. That growing up without a father really upset me for a long time, and I used to rebel. In fact, that's actually one of the reasons why I was so violent as a teenager. But then I managed to really just pivot that, the way I think, and I realized, you know what? Why am I using this? Why am I doing this to hurt others? Why can't I use this as a reason to never leave my children when I finally have children? Why can't I just use that as a reason to serve? So I just changed the reasoning and I embraced the moment. That's what I recommend for you. Embrace this moment. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's tough. But if you can really reframe this and embrace it, it will change everything for you. And that goes on to the third point. Number 3. So, before I go on to number 3, I want you to really take action on this. It's important because I believe so many people know so much, but they do so little. That's the problem with today's society. We're living in an information age where advice is being chucked around left, right, and center. And thus, people are just watching on more videos. It's about taking action. This is what Success Inside the channel is all about. And so, pattern interrupt. I want you to plan right now exactly what you intend to do as a pattern interrupt. Write it down and put it into your freaking calendar. Action this stuff. It will change your life. Trust me. Number 2. Learn how to embrace it. When are you going to go off and embrace it? When are you going to do this? Is it going to be in the morning? Are you going to do it right now? Are you going to do it in the evening? Spend some time embracing this moment. Now, if you're ready for the third point, after you take an action on that, this is the third point. It's to silence. Silence the mind. You see, one of the things I always say at the end of the Success Inside the show is follow your heart and take action and go live the life you're born to live. I truly believe there is a life we are born to live. But the problem is we cannot live that life unless we're following our intuition. And this is why Steve Jobs is often quoted saying, you know, follow your intuition, follow the gut feel. This is why Warren Buffett, all of these top, you know, successful entrepreneurs, they talk about the gut feel. They're not talking about follow your head and take action. They're saying follow your heart. And this is why I often say to you, follow your heart. But the problem is you have to realize that from the traditional education system, from the moment we are born, we are brainwashed into what reality really means. Thus, we don't really know what our feeling is, our heart, because our head speaks in languages that we're used to listening to, but our heart speaks in feelings. It just knows. There's an inner knowing. The head will always be louder because we're always tuning into this first. And so you have to silence the mind. How do you do this? Meditate. Go on a holiday. Just detox from everything. Just silence the mind. You know you the best. Silence your mind. That will allow you to tune in to that feeling. That's the guiding star in your life. That's the reason why I'm sure you can think of some past decisions that was amazing, that's brought you the results you want. That is all heart-driven. So you've got to silence your mind first, and that's how you begin to tune in to your heart. And so that is the third point. I hope this video helped, by the way. This is how you can get unstuck and truly live the life you're born to live. Inside it, if you'd like to send over your question, by all means, follow the link above me right now, and you'll have a chance to be featured on our show. Or you can go directly to this URL that I'm going to put here, or a link in the description box below, and it'll be amazing to have your questions through. Just want to say thank you so much, Cindy, and I wish you all the best getting unstuck. Keep me posted. And as always, Insider, follow your heart, my friend, and take action, and go live the life you're born to live. See you on the next episode soon. Take care, my friend.